Hi, it's Stephen here from Son of an Ocean Wave, and this is day 17 of the August Daily Draw. So as we close out the weekend and approach a new week, let's see what message we get. And I'll be taking the first card from the Tarot of the Witch's Garden, followed by an Oracle card from the Seasons of the Witch Lammas Oracle. So let's choose our first card and get the reading underway. Okay, here we are. We have the Queen of Wands again. So it's very much the Queens are coming in about nurturing, developing, and this is the one. So it's about our passions and our vision and our goal setting, developing the nurturing our motivation to fulfill our goals and doing things that we believe in and inspiring ourselves as well as others. She's very good at inspiring others through her own self-inspiration. People recognize her confidence but it's confidence with warmth and passion, and that can ignite the same in other people. She could transfer the spark of her fire into someone else. And we can do that too. We can inspire others once we're inspired and we're trailblazing and we're developing our goals and passions. That can, for the people see that, so the people can get motivated through our motivation sometimes. But I think this primarily with this, like before when it came out, I think this is just reminding us once again to keep nurturing our passion, to keep nurturing that love for what we're doing. And if it's just a case of it waned a little, fan it back into flame. But if we feel that we're not doing something that catches our love and passion and enthusiasm, and that's been that way for most of the time, then maybe we need to rethink why we started doing or why we thought to start something in the first place. And were we really passionate about it from the beginning? Because it's one thing to be passionate and enthusiastic at the beginning, and then because of time and circumstance, it's all part of life. Things ebb and flow, and sometimes that fire can burn out a little. It can be a bit more subdued, and it needs perhaps more logs on the fire to put the fire back up into a roaring fire once again. And the things you can do in our lives to rekindle that passion and fire and enthusiasm, as I was saying. But that's one thing for that, where it was there for at the beginning, but it's tapered off a bit, and we need to reignite it to carry us through. But if we think back and it wasn't really there to start with, were we doing what did we set out to do? What we're doing, or did we come up with this goal or vision because it's what we thought we should be doing, what was expected of us to be doing, but our heart really wasn't in it? And if so, maybe we need to re-examine our motives and our motivations for that, and where possible, switch it to something different that we do believe in, that we do feel is something we do feel passionate about, because it's important to do something we love and that we care about, and to do it from a position where we care about ourselves and our path and what we need to do and what we have a desire to do. And it should be something that's true and authentic to us and not just something we feel that we should be doing because other people expect us to do it. So there's air of confidence in her ability to do her own thing, to concentrate on what she's about. That's the confidence she has within her as the Queen of Wands. And that's the same confidence that we need to have to do what is right for us and what we're about. And then we might find that the motivation and passion can be ignited and carried forward. So we need to nurture that within us and get that going so that we can it can carry us through to the achievement of the vision and the goals that we set for ourselves, the ones that we truly believe in, that are part of our path and about our true selves as individuals, that match that are part of what we're meant to be doing. And it's usually that which we feel passionate about, that we love, the things we love doing. So that's where our focus should be. That's where, the Queen's often about the caring and the nurturing. That's what will nurture us, and that's how we can care for ourselves, to be doing the things that we love and that we care about. And there's no more that does that than the Queen of Wands. Okay, so let's see which oracle card we get to go with that. Wheaten grains. Wheaten grains. The first thing that comes to mind with this is an old Bible reference about separating the wheat from the chaff. That had a metaphor that's not relevant to this, but the process of sifting through the wheat and the chaff to get rid of the chaff that we don't need, to get the pure wheat that we do need. And that might be part of making sure of the discernment between what we really love and what we should be focused on, and not what we feel that we should be doing but we don't really care about. Separating the two things out. That's the first thing that I get with that. You reap what you sow. Good fortune is on its way. And when you when you sow good seed, when you sow the seed, and it's a seed of something that you care about, you help it to grow, you nurture it, you take care of it because you want it to grow, you need it to grow. And then when you approach it that way, that's when the good fortune of reaping a good harvest from it becomes possible and likely. So do what you're passionate about and put all of yourself into it, and then you'll reap the benefits of it. And that is today's message. And I'll be back tomorrow as we start the new week with day 18. Until then, thank you for listening. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye-bye.